I know, it's a shock to me as well. Apparently, I was all set to be it, and then Shooty Gatwa just walked in and they were blown away. But otherwise, I definitely would have been the next Doctor Who. You have to just read all the reports. It says there was somebody just it was perfect for the role, but he's just much better, and I can't really compete with that really. But otherwise, it definitely would have been me. Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe. Who knows? Hello, Philip. How are you? I've been playing the guitar. I could play the guitar yesterday at somebody else's house, and I think theirs was a little bit more in tune. But I went further down than I'd ever gone before. Down the frets. So I'm a little bit, but now I've got a big blister on my thumb. That's, otherwise, everything would have been fine. I'm so disappointed not to be the next Doctor. But I was, it's true, it's absolutely true that I was. But I wandered around. Who's the new Doctor Who? Shooty Gatwa. Shooty Gatwa, Shooty Gatwa, what a brilliant name. It's the best name in the world, and I keep saying it because it's really good. Shooty Gatwa, Shooty Gatwa, Shooty Gatwa, that's his name, and he's the Doctor from next year. And you'll see him and you'll go, oh, that's him. It's Shooty Gatwa. That's me, not me. I'm not Shooty Gatwa. I can't claim to be. I was just watching some of his oeuvre today. I wasn't familiar. I had actually seen a few sex education, which is on Netflix, and I'd seen a three maybe a little ages ago, because it's shot in Killeen, which used to be the art college, the big college there. It wasn't just art, but it was mainly. Oh, hello. It was mainly arts and stuff like that. I know some people that actually studied there. So I was curious to see it when it first came out, just to see the campus. But I didn't really carry on watching it. I don't know. I was just like, yeah. But I watched 2 or 3 today to see Shooty Gatwa and the rest of it, and it was quite entertaining. So I'll probably stick with that and watch all of those, because there's not much left to watch. Still no news of Our Flag Means Death. I'm desperately wanting to watch that on regular TV. I mean, there are ways and means of seeing anything you want to, but legally speaking, it's not on British TV, and I can't see it yet. So please let it be. Let it come onto TV very, very, very soon, because I've got the whole of the sex education to see now, but otherwise, apart from that, I don't know. But I've also got things to do, because I'm definitely going to write loads and loads of novels. I've made a decision. I said it last week. Did I say it last week? I don't know whether I did. Well, I'll say it now. I've made a decision. I am going to focus on writing and acting and performing. That's not one thing, isn't it? I'm going to focus on less things than I had been focusing on, because my focus tends to be, pretty shiny thing. Yes, this thing. Oh, fed up. No, do this stuff. It's all over the place. So it's a little bit more focused, maybe, that I've got quite a lot of things that I need to finish writing-wise, and I'm going to do some other stuff. I've got a gig. I said last week about Brain Damage and Crystal. They were on Britain's Got Talent a few weeks ago, and my dad fell down this week and he hurt his nose, which was bad, very bad. But he's all right now, I think. But I posted it on Facebook. He gave me permission. I didn't just put it up there, and he gave me permission to put a picture of him up there with his and Brian Damage and many other people. Thank you all for the well wishes. But Brian Damage said that he hoped him a swift recovery. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so I said we hadn't seen it on Britain's Got Talent, because I think they'd missed the beginning of it, but my mum and dad watched that. And And in interacting with Brian, he asked me whether I wanted to do his gig, which is Pear-Shaped in Dystopia, which is an online gig on the 1st of June. So I have to prepare for that. I've done it before. I've usually done a little video and maybe a little bit of an introduction. So I've got to do something for that, for sure. Somebody said something there. I didn't see what it was, live chat. Tune is a very, yes. All right, it's not in tune. I know that, but I'll do it off. You don't like my guitar? This, it's the special Elise tuning, in the way that I think it was Joni Mitchell had special tuning for her guitar. That's the special tuning of my guitar. It's out of tune. That's the tuning. It's specially made. That's the point. I can say anything I want. I was very nearly the Doctor. Is this true? You can't prove it isn't. I mean, you can prove it isn't, because if you asked Russell T Davies, he'd go, what? Or something like that, and deny it. But maybe in denying it, that means it was really true. But it's not to be. Ncuti Gatwa is the next Doctor, and I'm happy about that because he's got the best name I've ever heard in the history of names. Such a good name. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I like Doctor Who. I like all the incarnations of Doctor Who. My favourite is still Patrick Troughton. But yes, it is. It's pronounced Ncuti Gatwa. Believe you me, Keon, that is how... Well, that's how I'm saying it. No, I'm pretty sure that is how you say it. That's how everybody that I've seen saying it has said it. So if he didn't contradict them when they said it like that. So Ncuti Gatwa, that's his name. It's a very good name. It's a very good name indeed. And I'm looking forward to that because Russell T Davies is back and he was good. I mean, I've enjoyed all of the new iterations, all of them to various different degrees. I think Russell T Davies's had certain things, and then Stephen Moffat had certain things, and then Chris Chibnall's got certain things. And which one, they've all got really good episodes. It's difficult to know which was the best era of the new era. But we're going back to Russell T Davies, and Russell T Davies is a good storyteller. You can't say that he isn't. So that's going to be good. I'm looking forward to the good writings. The good writings that will come up. And hopefully, yes, good. I don't know what it will see and what will do and what will be and who they will see and what they will do. But they will do stuff. They will do things. And I will play my out-of-tune guitar. Ha ha ha. Keon, I don't care. It's the way it is. This is an out-of-tune guitar and it's the biz. It is the best guitar that ever existed. And I'm going to call it Ncuti Gatwa because it's such a good guitar. It is so good. And that is my guitar. La 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 la. So I don't know what to hope for or what to think that is going to happen. Wow, I've only been talking for 8 minutes. It feels like I've been talking for 1,000,000 years about Ncuti Gatwa, but I haven't. It's just me. I would think that 90% of it is just me saying the name. But yeah, so anything else that is media-wise, something that I could watch in the upcoming times while I'm not writing or whatever. The light's focusing in and out. Every time I move, that light goes weird. It's because I didn't have time to set up the ring light because I just unpacked it from coming back from... It's very good special tuning. It is very good special tuning, isn't it? It's excellent special tuning because I know what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like a guitar. A guitar. It's a guitar. That's what it is. It's not a guitar. It's a guitar. It's a special instrument. It all relies on the first one. If the first one's out, then everything else is in. Everything is in tune with that one, and that's all that matters. You can still play something. You can't play anything that you would recognise as a song. So I'll just have to go along with it and improvise things. But yeah, my kingdom for a thumb. So I don't really know what is coming up. But 2 weeks ago I lost subscribers just by going on about just being me. I'm not interesting enough. I did actually film a video on, because I went for a walk. I went out and I saw things and I did that's not right. I didn't saw people and do things. I did see people and do things. Anyway, I went for a walk, a long walk between places, and I saw lots of people, and I went out for a meal, and I saw the sights of Kentish Town, which aren't very exciting. So I filmed the walk between a Swiss cottage and Kentish Town, but I didn't film Swiss Cottage Pub, which I should have done. And there's not very much between Swiss Cottage and Kentish Town. You did get the view of the vista, the horizon. What I did realise that it's from once you're coming down Belsize Park Hill, as you're going towards Chalk Farm. I hadn't walked that way. I've walked it before, but I haven't walked it for many years. And you can see the Gherkin, and then you just go a little bit further and you can see the Shard. Now, the Gherkin and the Shard are miles away from each other. But if you're just walking down the street, you can see them both. And it's like, wow, coming into the, hello, old school game. They're coming to you. And you can see these big thrusting buildings in the background, far, far away. It's very interesting. And that's interesting too, because I travelled back by coach on Friday. And as we were coming into London, past Heathrow, way past Heathrow, there were planes that, I know it's an optical illusion. I know it must be an optical illusion, because it can't not be. But I've passed planes before, and you can tell they're moving. But there was at least 4, if not more, that did not look like they were moving. And everyone's like, yeah, velocity and wind and everything like that. It's like, yeah, that's fair point. But I swear that even when the coach was at a standstill, there was at least one of them that was just hovering. It just looked like it was hovering above a building. And it was a weird blue colour. And it was a slightly misshapen plane as well. And it just looked like it was there. There's the building, and there it was. And it was just hovering. It wasn't like going, it just was just like there. And as we went past, it just stayed there. And it was weird. And I was in a bit of a panic because I'd watched the, what's it called? The whatever that new Mike Myers is. That new Mike Myers thing, I'd watched that on the bus home. And so I was probably in a bit of a weird mood because I was seeing all these planes and I was like, what? Are we being invaded by aliens? Are these some sort of special missile? What's going on? And I was very panicky and I looked it up on the internet and I still saw nothing. Although apparently there have been other people that have seen the same optical illusion and nobody can quite explain how it happened, but it has happened before. So there are instances of planes appearing as if they're just staying there in one place, which they can't do. The laws of physics. I mean, you have to keep moving with those planes. They're very heavy. So you have to keep going because otherwise they just plummet. There's no way that's not a real thing. But it looked like it was a real thing. Now, I don't have any video evidence, obviously. I tried to get it, but I'd already passed 4. And I was like, I'll get the next one. And it was like, it's not going to be a next one. But a lot of the planes looked like they were moving then, and I was trying to film them. It's like, no, that one's definitely moving. That's not an example. And I was like, oh, I can't get any on video. And then what do you prove? You just go, well, your bus was moving. Obviously, there's an optical illusion at play, and also you're trying to do it through a window. So that was weird. It was weird. What is that Mike Myers called? The penta thing, deca. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a thing. and it was quite entertaining. I told Ollie when I got back and said it was quite entertaining. He said, is it just like a Mike Myers thing that I was put off by the fact it looked like a Mike Myers thing with Mike Myers being Mike Myers? And it's like, well, I have to admit, yes, that's what was happening. Mike Myers was being Mike Myers. So that is, if you don't like Mike Myers being Mike Myers, then you will not like it. But if you don't mind Mike Myers being Mike Myers, then you might not mind it. I've got a feeling this is going to be a very short video. I'm running out of steam and I'm also tired now. I just walked so far yesterday. And I've got nothing to say at the best of times, let's be honest. So I just wanted to pop on and say I'm not the next Doctor Who. I know it's a blow. It's a big blow to everyone, me included. Not to Ncuti Gatwa. He's overjoyed that he's the next Doctor, but me. Oh no, I went. Oh no, it's not me, and I expected it to be as well. Completely expected it to be. Thank you very much to the 5 people that have given me a thumbs up, because there's only 4 people here according to YouTube, so that's very good, really. And I'm going to just leave it there, and I probably won't edit the video because it was probably a bit boring, just me walking around going, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, look, the Shard. I'll have a look at it, but I'm thinking it probably wasn't great. But I do have to definitely do something for my gig on June the 1st. And I've got other things. I think I've promised to help edit somebody's video tomorrow. I've got a gig on June the 1st. I'm going to Leeds at the end of March. No, March is gone. At the end of May. I've lost track of time. And then I'll probably go back to Wales for the summer and do an Edinburgh show in Wales. Haha, because I don't like doing things the normal way. Thank you very much, Philip. You want to see the video? Well, I'll try and I'll maybe upload it. It's probably going to be pretty dull. It's just me going, building. Oh, look at that. This is the thing. Oh, I'm lost. But all right then. I'll put it up, but don't expect miracles because it is what it is, and I'm completely out of practice. All right. Have a very good week. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.